To just kick off this session, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself, your background, your earlier career prior starting at Overton Venture Capital?
Sure. So my background is I graduated from Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia with a finance major. I moved to New York and started my career in finance and management consulting. Now it's Willis Towers Watson. I focused on mergers and acquisitions and integration strategy. I went back to business school at Columbia. Always had a fascination for behavioral science and focused in finance at Columbia as well as human capital management, so human resources. And after business school, I spent about 9 years at Goldman Sachs in high strategy roles within the human capital management division. So I entered Goldman. I was head of recruiting strategy and metrics. So Goldman was one of kind of the early firms to recognize the value of the data in HR. And I joined Goldman as head of recruiting strategy to look at the hundreds of thousands of data points at Goldman Sachs on hiring, retention, and performance to look at the correlators for success. While I was at Goldman and really based on the financial markets after 2008, I was in about 7 different roles at Goldman. One of them for 4 years was I supported the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer of the firm, on talent strategy for technologists. Goldman, at the end of the day, is actually not just a bank, it's a technology company, 10,000 technologists out of 30,000 employees. And how does Goldman stay competitive on recruiting and attracting the top technologists? So I spent 4 years supporting our CTO, looking at the technology division. And then the last role that I was at Goldman was Goldman acquired a company in Dallas, Texas, Archon Group, which was a private equity firm, real estate private equity firm, 1,000 employees, 35 billion assets under management. I went to Dallas for 2 years to lead the people integration. So that's my career background. How I got involved into venture capital is, in my world, I'd say a very finance-heavy world. I went to Emory undergrad, Columbia Business School. I focused in finance. My world is a world of alternative asset managers as well as entrepreneurs. And with me being the HR guru in my network, I have been advising many startups and many friends on their careers as well as their companies as far as who they're hiring and how they're growing. New companies going from 5 to 10 employees, 10 to 50 employees, 50 to 100 employees. How do they scale? And so on the side, and as a friend, I was advising companies and said, why am I not investing with these companies? And so about 10 years ago, I started a partnership and started angel investing in companies. And through that, I've had some significant exits. And I enjoyed kind of the active advising in the startup space and had an opportunity last year to launch my own fund. And that's where I am today. And this is Overton